everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's get out to Dallas as we say hello for the first time to our brand new commentary team for 2016. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the dawn of a new era for us at EA Sports as the 2016 NFL season is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the first NFL carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here's Beckham. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Vereen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Manning gonna throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Now it's Romo. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. And here's the first NFL reception for the rookie Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Romo trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dow. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he puts it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And there's a flag on the field. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Romo hands to Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
2nd and 5.
What's left? What's left? Go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Romo, a delayed give to Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a play fake here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.T. Thomas in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. On 2nd down, here's Romo. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. Larry Donnell the target, and he's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll run here with Vereen. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play action. It's Manning letting one go deep for the... And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Romo gives to Elliott. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. Dez
Bryant, the intended receiver. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Here's Romo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it.
Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Marine toss play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And there's a flag on the play. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Marine. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it with Marine. And the avenue collapse for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Time to step aside. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Scott Chandler from a yard out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Romo flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Whoa, 25, check.
On 2nd and 10, Romo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Kill. 180. Over. Sponge. Kill.
Here we go on 4th. Romo. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now Tony Romo on 1st down. Flush to his right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To the air again, Romo. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Romo throwing again.
And another reception by Jason Witten.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Giants a first down.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run again with Marine. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Romo. He dumps off to Morris. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rusher a year ago. Here's Darren McFadden. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren McFadden, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
They'll run. It's Vereen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They come out here in the eye. On the run, here's Vereen. And some space here. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's good for a New York first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Harris has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
First down, a run with McFadden. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren McFadden, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Manning now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a third down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Manning to throw on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Manning. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing is Manning on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
To throw on second down is Romo, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Penalty marker is down here. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A first-time Pro Bowler in 2015, Sean Lee, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Dwayne Harris, the intended target. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. They'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And that is incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning, got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They will take the knee, and it means a great start to their 2016 campaign, a win here in Week 1. And a Week 1 victory always feels good. Starting the season off on the right foot, very important.
And what does every coach preach? Being 1-0 each weekend, especially on opening weekend.
So for the Cowboys, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it'll be a loss in the debut for head coach Ben McAdoo. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.